is Fenna. Welcome to the Self-Compassion channel. I am a certified coach and counselor, and I work with people in a limerence episode and also with their partners. If you want my help with one-on-one coaching, please send me an email. My email address is in the description below. Now, limerence. My sweet, big, loving limerence. We're going to talk about obsession today. And if you are in a limerence episode, I'm pretty sure that you know what I'm talking about. The unstoppable, untamable, uncontrollable, obsessive way of thinking. How do we deal with that? I'm going to explain to you how. Like I said in the intro, how do you deal with the constant thinking? Not how to stop the constant thinking. I get a little bit annoyed when I see all these thumbnails and these click and bait videos saying, how to stop obsessive thinking and stop obsession now. If they really knew how to stop obsessive thinking right away, they would be freaking millionaires, believe me. You cannot stop that immediately because the mind seems to have a mind of its own. It's uncontrollable. You can try things, you can get annoyed with yourself, you can try to distract yourself, you can scream, you can stand on your head, and like I said before, bang your head against the wall because it's so crazy making, but it will not really stop. There is no off switch, unfortunately. This part of your brain is activated and it's looping like a broken record. Even when we don't want to, especially when we really, really do not want to think about this anymore. Enough already. Give me a break, just for a few minutes without the thinking. Limerence doesn't really do breaks. So what can be done? Because this is not really uplifting so far. What can you do besides nothing against the constant thinking about the mono subject, about the other? The boring subject that you don't really want to think about anymore because you're so sick of it. What can you do? Well, it's kind of obvious, this one, but get out of the limerence episode. That means walking away, cutting the ties, stop the contact, take out the oxygen from the fuel, break the addictive cycle in your brain. The fuel for limerence is uncertainty. So if you take away the uncertainty by cutting the ties, walking away, you take away the fuel for the limerent rumination after a while. Maybe you have to disclose for that to finally happen. Get rejected, fine, maybe not, but fine, finally we can move forward. If you have to put the other on block, that's allowed. You take care of you, whatever it takes to get out and stop this unhealthy, uncertain situation. And no, of course, that will not make the obsessive thinking better immediately. But it will help in the long run. Staying in contact will definitely not stop the limerence. Your brain will stay depending on the other to get its dopamine. So no contact is the way actually to force your brain to not rely on the source of these hormones. After a while, your brain will be able to make dopamine on its own again. Second tip, stop analyzing. When you catch yourself looping over the details and analyzing everything, I sometimes do this with clients and they're like, yeah, okay, this is exactly what goes on in my head. When you think about what did I say then when he texted me this? Was that the wrong answer? And didn't my friends also say that I shouldn't put up with this? Am I too harsh? Or am I maybe not relaxed enough? Maybe if I should have given another answer, they would have replied to me differently. But remember that the one time I did that and they also replied that. So maybe if I text this now, maybe I make things better, and then he will reply this or she will reply that. And is there still hope for us? Let me think about that. Let me do this puzzle again and figure out if there's actually still hope or not. When you are trying and retrying to solve an infinite puzzle with looping over every little detail, you can actually interrupt this process by saying, stop, this is not helpful. Leave the details, they don't matter. You cannot solve this puzzle. In fact, the puzzle is the problem, not the solution. There is no other outcome than the 500 previous outcomes that you are, in fact, in a limerent episode, and it sucks. That's your outcome. Okay, instead of focusing on the text and the who said what puzzle, kind of maze puzzle, you state what you feel. And this is a more self-compassionate approach. I'm a huge fan of self-compassion. We name our feelings. Because we limerents, we're not really that good in feeling our feelings. We're kind of good in not feeling our feelings. So you check in with yourself. What do I actually feel right now? What do I feel? I feel hurt. I feel scared of being alone the rest of my life. Or I feel like I will never be loved like that again. I'm kind of afraid. And I'm also scared that this will never pass. And I feel really bad because of the limerence. That's fine. You're allowed to feel bad. And by naming your feelings, by stating them, you acknowledge them. And feelings always want to be acknowledged. It is so healthy to state what you feel. So you shift your focus from the looping and puzzling in your mind and the over-analyzing to your body and your feelings. I tell my clients to take a little safari inside. What do you feel? Check in with yourself. Maybe there's more than just, I'm angry and annoyed and I'm sad. Maybe there's more. And then you ask, what do I need right now? Do I need some fresh air? Do I need to take a nap? Do I need to do something? Do I need to call a friend? Do I need some connection right now? Do something. By the way, moving your body, not necessarily your house, moving is a very good and healthy way to calm your nerve system, the nervous vagus to be precisely. And you will notice that there can be a feeling of relief, even for a moment, when you stop and interrupt this puzzle. When you catch yourself looping, you can say out loud, stop, enough already. I'm not going to fix this problem by overanalyzing and looping and looping and looping to have some sort of magical outcome. I'm going to do something. I'm going to make myself a tea. I'm going to work a little bit in my garden. I'm going to, rearrange my sock drawer, whatever. You can interrupt it. Unfortunately, you cannot stop it. So you have to kind of accept it, that it's there, and approach yourself with a lot of self-compassion. This is really exhausting. This is boring. This is crazy making, and you should feel sorry for yourself. What I also tell my clients to do sometimes is talk to the limerence, because then you externalize it a bit more. So see the limerence as some sort of cloud or face or mouth or whatever that's kind of hanging there and telling you things. You can talk to it like, okay, hi limerence, you're still there. Yeah, I hear you. No, I'm not going to text this person, but thanks for the tip. Thank you. By externalizing, you take it out of yourself a little bit. You make it less of a part of you and your body. Try not to really fight against it, because you will not win this one. The thinking is stronger than you. Even if you distract yourself, this audio is still running in the back of your mind. You are fighting against hormones and survival tactics that have been there for millions of years. But of course, you can find your way, try things that help you a little bit. Well, indirectly. But don't expect it to leave by wanting it to leave. There is no off switch. So, long story short, take out the oxygen by having no contact or as little as possible. Don't feed the little monster, as I sometimes call it, by looking at pictures, by playing their songs, by daydreaming, actively daydream, like withdrawing from your reality and actively decide to start to fantasize and daydream. No. We don't actively withdraw from life and choose to start to fantasize for a few hours on the how great it could have been. Because the fact is, we're not with them. If you catch yourself looping and over-analyzing, stop this process by saying stop, and then you check in with yourself, because the puzzle will not be solved. You can even say it. I'm going to stop to solve this puzzle. It has no use. Check in with yourself, state what you feel, and then you see what you need. Do I need some rest right now, or do I need some activity right now? If you want my help, again, in one-on-one coaching, please send me an email. My email address is in the description below. And please share with me what helps you. We can use all the information. What helps you with the rumination and the obsessing? For now, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I really hope to see you in another video. Bye.